Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. Just making yourself comfortable. Somewhere putting your phone on mute or silent. Sitting feet shoulder width apart, cup your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and just connect with your breath. So start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling up your lower stomach, and then into the heart center, second phase of the breath into the heart center. Feel a nice life energy in the heart center, rising up like a wave in the ocean. And final sip of air into the head, to your upper head. Maximal inhale breath. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Find some stillness. And just do a little scan of your mind. So noticing any obviously distracting or disturbing thoughts. Thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future. Generally fall in that category. Any emotions that go with them. So maybe some anxiety, a grievance, some resentment, anger, frustration, irritation. Notice how it feels emotionally. Notice how it feels in your body. Maybe there's a kind of a knot in your stomach, a block in your chest, sweaty palms, dry mouth, clenched jaw. Start to tune into all these subtle cues that you're out of alignment with love. That sin has a hold in your mind, which I'm going to talk about just now. So just to clear all that away, just blow it all out with your breath. Exhaling out. Full deep exhale out the mouth. You're releasing all of this negativity with the breath. It's leaving you like a black smoke out of your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out. And just rest in the stillness. Just notice this quite exquisite stillness in the gaps between inhales and exhales. And now take another nice deep breath in through the nose. Notice how the stomach fills. So you're blowing it up like a balloon, air flowing into your belly button. Second phase of the breath into the heart center. Feel this life energy rising up into the heart center. It's in the upper chest and the head. Just pause, find some stillness. And you exhale, just sigh it all out. Like a little sighing sound on the back of your throat, chest and stomach suck back in. And again, come to rest. Imagine the ocean waves crested. It's broken back into the ocean, sigh it all out. Like the waves just sighing in to the sand on a beach. And then repeat the cycle. Just breathing in, notice the stomach rising, the chest rising, subtle flow of air into your nostrils. Pause, find some stillness at the top of the inhale. And then you exhale, just sigh it all out. Notice the vibration in your throat and your chest. Keep your mouth closed, notice the subtle flow of air out of your nostrils. Chest and stomach sucking back in. So just keep breathing in this nice, deep, slow, rhythmical pattern. Set this breath in motion and then just watch it. So notice how the breath just happens to you, through you, and for you. So there's no conscious effort, no stress, strain. or striving involved. It's the complete opposite of the ego's thought system. And you just watch and you find some stillness, some emptiness, some openness in your mind. And just let these ideas just drop in to that stillness. So I'm going to read you a new preliminary section. This is workbook section 4. That's a precursor to the next series of 10 lessons. And then we'll practice lesson 251. First, let's hear what Jesus has to say about what sin is. So the way to listen to this is just keep watching your breath. Nice deep inhales, pause, exhale, just really tuning in to all these subtle sensations of the breath, just noticing them. So you just watch. The breath just has a will of its own, it's just doing its thing. And your awareness is just watching it. And notice that should take you into a very peaceful, calm, relaxed state. Imagine your mind is like a clear, calm lake on a windless day. And you're just going to drop a pebble of these ideas into that still lake. And so the ripple effects are going to be very noticeable because your mind is so still. The ideas are going to ripple all the way into the depths of your subconscious mind, which is where this idea of sin resides. It's not conscious, it's subconscious. And it's our job to go there and undo it. And then just let the ideas kind of permeate in. So you don't attempt to judge them, label them, interpret them, resist them, evaluate them, analyze them. None of that. You just listen and like an empty vessel, just let the words kind of seep into your consciousness. And that way they will go to a deeper part of your mind where this undoing, a great undoing of the ego's thought system happens. And I'll remind you from time to time just to watch your breath and stay nice and empty and open. So just keep watching your breath and listening to these profound words from our teacher, Jesus. So what is sin is the title of this section. And he begins by saying, sin is insanity. It is the means by which the mind is driven mad and seeks to let illusions take the place of truth. And being mad, it sees illusions where the truth should be and where it really is. Sin gave the body eyes. For what is there the sinless would behold? What need have they of sights or sounds or touch? What would they hear or reach to grasp? What would they sense at all? To sense is not to know. And truth can be but filled with knowledge and with nothing else. So just pause, watch your breath. Staying nice and clear, calm, open, light. Just let these ideas sink in. The idea of sin is mad, and the sights, sounds, and touch, our sense perceptions, were created by sin. Wow, some pretty profound ideas, but just let them kind of sink in. So let's continue as you keep watching your breath. The body is the instrument the mind made in its efforts to deceive itself. Its purpose is to strive. Yet can the goal of striving change? And now the body serves a different aim for striving. What it seeks for now is chosen by the aim the mind has taken as replacement for the goal of self-deception. Truth can be its aim as well as lies. The senses then will seek instead for witnesses to what is true. So So again, pause, reflect on that. We see what we want to see. That's how perception works. You want to see falsehood, you want to deceive yourself, then your mind creates a perception. It'll do that. But you can aim to see the truth. And you can seek instead for witnesses to what is true. And those you will see too. Because the truth hasn't gone away, it's everywhere. So keep watching your breath and listening, letting these ideas just permeate into the still, calm, spacious awareness you've opened up in your mind. There's no resistance, just to let these profound words sink in and work on a deeper level than you can maybe conceive of. So let's continue. Sin is the home of all illusions, which but stand for things imagined, issuing from thoughts that are untrue. They are the proof, in inverted commas, that what has no reality is real. Sin proves, again quote, proves God's Son, or love's extension, is evil. Timelessness must have an end. Eternal life must die. And God, or love himself, has lost the Son, its extension that he loves, with but corruption to complete himself, his will forever overcome by death, love slain by hate, and peace to be no more. So just pause again, watch your breath. This is the ego's dark dream, the dream that we have destroyed. God himself, love, has been slain by hate, and there is no peace. And so we live in a very dark and frightening place. So let's continue as you just keep watching your breath. And Jesus reiterates this. He says, a madman's dreams are frightening, and sin appears indeed to terrify. So he's meeting us where we are. He's saying basically we're all mad. And all this appears to be real to us. And yet, what sin perceives is but a childish game. Son of God, which is you, may play he has become a body, prey to evil and to guilt. It's but a little life that ends in death. But all the while his Father shines on him and loves him with an everlasting love, which his pretenses cannot change at all. Good news indeed. And now he beseeches us a series of questions. How long, O Son of God, will you maintain the game of sin? Shall we not put away these sharp-edged children's toys? How soon will you be ready to come home? Perhaps today? There is no sin. Creation is unchanged. Would you still hold return to heaven back? How long, O Holy Son of God, how long? So just pause, reflect on that. So how long will we continue playing these childish games? Sin and guilt, being prey to evil, being a body that can suffer and that can die, when sin is not real. And the idea of sin and the guilt that goes with it are at the very root of the ego's identity. If there is no sin, there is no ego. There is no guilt, there is no fear. So it's a very profound passage, which we'll practice every night as part of the meditation. So Got 9 more practice periods with it. Let's move on to today's lesson, workbook lesson 251. So to start with, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lower stomach, blowing it up like a balloon, and breathing into the heart center, to the upper chest, into the head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Just find some stillness. Scan your mind for any false ideas. These show up in all kinds of ways. Fear is a false idea. Irritation, anger, resentment, any judgment of any kind. So notice these ideas, these thoughts, notice the emotions that go with them. Feel them briefly. How does this show up in your body? Notice that. Maybe there's a knot in your stomach, tightness in your chest, dry mouth, sweaty palms. However it shows up for you, notice that there's something other than truth going on in your mind. I want to help you to let this all go. Say, I am in need of nothing but the truth. I am in need of nothing but the truth. And then exhale. Just blowing it all out with your breath, letting it all go. Imagine it's leaving you like a black smoke out of your mouth. It's leaving out of every pore of your body, every cell and every muscle. You're free. You're in the truth right now. So just watch your breath, breathing in that nice deep rhythmical pattern again. So inhale, stomach rises, chest rises. There's a subtle flow of air into your nostrils. Pause. Connect with this exquisite stillness and the gap between inhales and exhales. And then you exhale, sigh it all out, making the sighing sound in the back of your throat, the ujjayi sound. Chest and stomach suck back in. And come to rest. So it's in the stillness and the silence that we come to know the truth. It's not in the noise and the mad frantic events and circumstances, sights, sounds of this world that you will find the truth. So keep watching your breath. Again, just letting these ideas permeate in to that still, calm, empty, open, spacious awareness in your mind. Sink into your subconscious. So I sought for many things and found despair. This is the story of the ego, seeking something outside of ourselves, something other than truth and love. And all we find is despair. So acknowledge that in yourself. That fruitless search. Say to yourself, now do I seek but one? For in that one is all I need, and only what I need. All that I sought before, I needed not, and did not even want. My only need I did not recognize. But now I see that I need only truth. In that, all needs are satisfied, all cravings end, all hopes are finally fulfilled, and dreams are gone. So to help you practice this, take another nice deep breath in Through the nose, filling up the lower stomach, and into your heart center, to your upper chest, into your head. And just again, take a little look at your mind, at all the needs you think you have, cravings, addictions, hopes, dreams. So your mind likes to keep you spinning around in a world of mind-created illusions. Notice your attachment to these things, your investment in them. Have you been doing these things for a long time? There will be an attachment, there will be an investment in them. To help you to release that, even to a small extent, just exhale out your mouth, blowing it all out. Letting it all go, like a black smoke out of your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine so you're completely empty. And say to yourself in this empty state, now have I everything that I could need? Now have I everything that I could want? And now at last I find myself at peace. And just with this prayer, invite this peace in to wash over you, blow all disturbing thoughts out of your mind, and then sink into that peace for a minute of silence. So say to yourself, and for this peace, my Father, my source, I give thanks. What I denied myself, you have restored. And only that is what I really want. And then just rest in this peace. There's nothing else to do, there's nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. For the next minute of silence, just breathe, relax, and be still. Surrender into the peace and the silence. So I'm in need of nothing but the truth, and mean that. And then just allow the truth and the feeling of peace, love, joy to arise as you sit quietly and just watch your breath for the next minute of silence. So just coming back, just coming gently back into an awareness of the body through the breath. Just coming out of the meditation the same way we entered, through breath awareness. And notice the stomach rise as you breathe in, subtle rise of the chest, flow of air into the nostrils. Just pause, just find some stillness. And let the peace just wash over you. Just exhale, a sighing sound in the back of your throat. Notice the vibration there. Chest gently sinking back in, stomach sucking back in. And come to rest, the bottom of the exhale. So that's 1. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 2, just noticing all your body senses. So what are you feeling? You're touching with your hands, maybe the weight of your bodies, feel that pressing down into the chair. Pressure of your feet on the ground. Maybe there's a subtle taste in your mouth, a smell in your nose. And notice what you're hearing. Tuning into subtle sounds in your environment, the whirring of a computer fan, the ticking of a clock, sounds in the background, traffic, people speaking. Just notice it all. No investment, pretty detached. You're aware, but you're not judging, you're not labeling, interpreting, evaluating, analyzing, judging, resisting. And just allow these things to arise, and then notice how they arise and they subside. It's because they're not permanent, they're not eternal. All sense perceptions come and go. What doesn't come and go is your true awareness. This is the truth of you. That's why the lesson says that you're in need of nothing but the truth. Because in this true awareness, you will find everything you really want, everything you truly need. Peace, happiness, joy, love, contentment. From that place, if you live your life from that place of wholeness and truth, then everything you do changes, everything you do transforms. So 3, just opening your eyes. Just take a minute to look around. Just going to practice a little mind training exercise as you come out of this. It's an ideal time to do it. So for those doing the Art of Letting Go course, on lesson 4 today of the workbook, these thoughts do not mean anything. So just scan your mind. So these thoughts do not mean anything. Notice anything, any thought at all is going through your mind, and apply it. This thought about whatever does not mean anything. And then you open your eyes, they were closed, and you look around and you go, they're like the things I think I see here. And you just kind of scan the room, notice everything. What you're looking at is a projection of thought. That's all. And that thought is based on a false idea. So what you see must be false or illusory. Seems to be real, your senses tell you it's real. But is that really true? And just leave it at that. Say, these thoughts do not mean anything. They're like the things I think I see in this room. And notice how restful and peaceful it is when you do an exercise like that. The more you notice this peaceful state, the more it becomes your default state. So notice it, anchor that state in for the rest of the evening, and resolve to stay there. To help you do that, just practice today's idea frequently, ideally every hour. Certainly if anything comes in to upset your peace, to disturb you in any way, practice it in immediate response to that. I sent you a recording earlier on the WhatsApp group to help you to do that. So I wish you a very peaceful and flowing evening. hope to connect with you tomorrow for those out there in the YouTube group. And on the WhatsApp group, we're doing another meditation tomorrow at 1:30 South African time. That's 12:30 UK time, 11:30 GMT. And again in the evening at 5 p.m. UK time. That's British summer time. 4 p.m. GMT time, 6 p.m. South African time. So join us then. I will be broadcasting it live on YouTube, but you're welcome to register and join us in the Zoom room. So if you're not sure how to do that, go to freemeditations.online. It's freemeditations.online. Type that into your browser and you'll register and get an email which will give you access to these sessions twice a day, not just once. I'm only broadcasting once a day on YouTube. So that's it from me for this evening. Wish you a very peaceful evening. Thank you for listening. And namaste.